And growing up, I was dirt poor, homeschooled. Okay, should have led with that. Should have just Paul Cote, homeschooled, just lead with that. Identical twin, just freak o' nature. Mom homeschooled us, had twins at 44. Dude, can I get a round of applause for the 44-year-old mom who had twins? And then, it was a 5-year sentence. You throw them into school. Nope. She homeschooled us forever, for the whole time, till I was like 15 and just ready to skate full time. Can you really, like a hippie, they never even had a sonogram, no prenatal checkups. I mean, they weren't like religious zealots, they were just, pre-hippie, space cadet bohemians. And then there's two of us in there. They didn't even know there were two kids. My mom was out to here, because my dad was like an 11-pound baby. Yeah. Sidebar, what mother would ever forgive an 11-pound baby? Like, you just split that person up the middle like a piece of cordwood. I wouldn't forgive. That's why women are better than males. Because they can forgive a child for nearly killing them, splitting them in two, twisting up their little organs, to just be a human burden for 18 years plus. So technically I'm like a living afterbirth, right? They didn't know I was in there. My brother comes out. They got the name picked out. Christopher Paul. It's all set up. And then here comes, late to the party, guys. I was kind of late, but now I showed up. Surprise. Wasn't invited, but here I am anyway. It's the story of my life. How did I even survive? I didn't have a name. So, Christopher Paul was picked out, but dude already got it 5 minutes before me. Ooh, maybe I should change my name. I'm not Paul Cote, I'm Mr. No Name. Mr. No Name. Ooh, and I could wear a paper bag over my head in true Tampa Bay fashion. I'll just be Mr. No Name. Ooh. So my actual name, if you will accept it, as Paul Cote, which, is my governmental assigned name, I suppose, at this point. But Cote has 4 letters and 2 accent marks. 50% of the letters in my last name have accent marks. How fucking pretentious is that? So over the O, I have a circumflex, and then over the E, it's a aigu. They call it an aigu. No, that's not infant baby babble. These are real human words. Every time people would call the house back in the day, is Mr. Cote there? My dad would be like, no Cotes here. We got Cody's or Cotes, but no Cotes. Cote. He's like, yeah, check the coat rack on the foyer over by your, front of your home, by your entryway. Perhaps you'll find some coats there. And we were just so freaking poor growing up, trailers, fifth wheel, RV. No room for 4 people, but live there anyway. If it had wheels, I lived in it. That's my homage. It's a motto. It's something I've always lived by. So, being poor, mom's homeschooling, so she decides, the best place that, or the most readily available place to get schooling material would be at the local Joe and Jackie's flea market, which is as redneck establishment as its name belies. But we couldn't find educational materials. There was no shortage of comic books or Mad Magazine or Cracked. Actually those 2 magazines were hugely influential in my upbringing. Maybe even more than the purported educational materials that they were able to salvage from the Joe and Jackie's. Typically we would end up with paying in $9 for 16 old moth-eaten Funkin' Wagnalls encyclopedias, and we'd end up with we couldn't get the full set because of course couldn't afford that, and obviously A through M was more expensive, so we'd always end up with half the set, so we'd have N through Z hanging out at the house for our educational materials. So don't ask me about, the Adirondacks, British Isles, the Magna Carta, Thomas Jefferson, or not even the Constitution or Declaration of Independence. I have no fucking clue what any of that stuff is. But if you ask me about Nebraska, or Parliament, or, World War II, zoology, anything on the eastern end of that, then I'm a regular fucking Alex Trebek. It's I know I'm from Tampa, but I don't know what state it's in, and I know I live in the United States, but I have no fucking clue what planet I'm on.